Teachers and volunteers, welcome to JA Finance Park. My name is Alexi Morrison and I will be leading your visit day. Thank you for taking the time to help prepare our students and provide them with an exciting learning experience. Today they will get to walk through the steps of being an adult. They will get to handle their own life situation and get an idea of what adults in their lives go through on a daily basis. Thank you again for being with us. Upon arrival to JA Finance Park, students will have a brief orientation which I will hold on the town green. I will then dismiss students to their assigned businesses with teachers and volunteers. JA Finance Park is now paperless. All students will be assigned a tablet to use for the day, and each teacher and volunteer will have a volunteer guide in the business to guide them through the simulation through the day. Everything on the tablet is tapping and swiping. About 95% of our students have a smartphone or an iPad or a tablet, and they really enjoy tapping and swiping on the tablets. Once students are dismissed to their assigned business for setup and savings, they will introduce themselves to their volunteers and teachers. They will then put on a name tag located in each business and sign out the tablet with the account number located on the back of each tablet. They will then launch the app on their tablet. Upon receiving their tablets, they're then going to launch the application on their tablet. For this information, for the account number, all tablets will include an account and PIN number which is located on the back of the tablet. The business name is also written on the back of the tablet. Students will go through and fill out all the information. An important note here, the teacher's name will be the lead contact that I have at the school. So they will, at the end of the day, a report will be sent to the school and then distributed to the correct social studies teacher via the lead teacher. Once students get to their personas, this is the most exciting part for them because on this screen they're actually going to get to see who they are for the day. They're going to see their age, their marital status, if they have any children. That's very important because most of them do not want any. Okay? They're also going to find their gross annual income. Their credit score is also listed. Very important because all students will have a credit score. All students will have to apply for 2 loans throughout the simulation, one for the house and one for transportation. And based on their credit score, some of them will be denied that loan. The next thing that they're also able to do is create an avatar for their persona. On this screen, students are going to calculate their net monthly income, or NMI. They're simply going to drag and drop the taxes to the center of the tablet. It will automatically be calculated for them. The tablets are then going to lock. We ask teachers and volunteers to have a brief discussion with the students about the importance of savings. We do provide notes as a guide on page 6 of the teacher volunteer guide. Once you've had the discussion, please give them the unlock code. Savings. Now they're going to set up their savings, and on this screen they're going to find their household net monthly income. There are also 3 boxes that says tap to fill in. The students are simply going to tap each box. Each time they tap the box, the tablet will calculate 5, 10, and 15% of their net monthly income. They're then going to decide between these amounts how much they would like to save. So, for example, they can decide they want to save $200. $200 is fine. They can go down to 2% minimum. That is the minimum they're able to save. Now, if they decide to save $200, there are 3 boxes below for retirement savings, emergency fund savings, and other savings. They're simply going to distribute the money to those three boxes, and the numbers must total the amount they said they're going to save. Their tablets will lock again, and at this time we ask you to please provide the students with the unlock code for research. Unlock codes will be located in the volunteer binders as well as on the volunteer teacher checklist. Students cannot begin research until they are instructed by JA staff. During research, teachers and volunteers will be designated to a business. We provide talking points in the volunteer guide, but please feel free to use your personal examples to share information about that business. Please engage students in questions and discussions. We would like it to be a back and forth. Also, give the students the business ID to unlock the icon on their tablet. And when announced, students are going to rotate together as a group between business. They will have about 3.5 minutes in each business for discussion with a 30-second rotation, which will be about 4 minutes total for that business. Now, if for any reason we have a delayed day or a shortened day, there will only be about 2.5 minutes of discussion with a 30-second rotation. Students will always rotate to the right when they visit each business. Here are a few examples of research speaker notes. If you're assigned to AutoNation, you will be discussing with the students transportation as well as gas and maintenance. For example, the different types of transportation: personal, which is car ownership, or public transportation. Gas and maintenance, that goes into owning a vehicle. Many of them are not aware of this. And also ensuring your students apply for a loan. In BB&T, discussing the importance of savings and a mortgage. Why is it important to save? Interest rates, what are they? And also how to qualify for a mortgage. They will also apply for a loan in BB&T as well. And in Publix, the discussion will be focused around groceries and the cost of groceries. Students are not aware of many of these things because their parents are the ones that are taking care of this. This is what the students' tablets will look like during research. The businesses on their screen will be specific to JA Finance Park. So for example, if you're in AutoNation, they will tap AutoNation Transportation at the end of your discussion, and at that point you're going to give them the 3-digit unlock code, which is located in the speaker notes of your volunteer guide. Enter the 3-digit ID that you provide them to unlock that specific icon. Once students have rotated around JA Finance Park through the 15 businesses, they will then be asked to stand in front of their original assigned business. At this point, I will give directions for creating a budget as well as shopping. Now, all icons on their tablets will be specific to JA Finance Park and should be unlocked. They should have also applied for the two loans in AutoNation Transportation and for BB&T Mortgage. They will hit the little button at the bottom that says Create Budget. On the budget screen, students are going to find each item they will be budgeting for. There is a minimum amount recommended and a maximum amount. For each item, they're going to simply write the amounts in that they've chosen to budget. So for example, with the house, they can choose a minimum of $708 and a maximum of $1,238. Whatever amount they select, they're simply going to type it in underneath your budget. Now, it's very important that they drag the screen up to ensure that every item is budgeted for. Each time they record an item, left to allocate will continue to go down and the money will move over to total budgeted. Left to allocate at the top of the screen must be 0 in order for students to move forward and save their budget. Once they hit the save button, the tablet will have a pop-up that says, "Are you sure you want to save this budget?" Students must be satisfied with their budget in order to save their budget. Once the budget has been saved, it cannot be changed. The tablets will lock for the last time today. At that point, we ask you to please provide each student with the unlock code as soon as they're ready. Once the shopping screen appears, students will simply sit in their business and shop directly on their tablets. It's kind of like online shopping. Under each icon, it will say shopping not required or shopping not done. If it says shopping not required, it is not necessary. Every other item must be shopped for, and we do encourage students to shop for necessities first, such as the house, the car, groceries, etc. Students will simply tap an item to begin shopping. Once an item has been selected, you'll notice the status bars at the top of the tablet. That will always remind the student how much they actually budgeted for that item. Also, how much they've spent and how much they've had remaining of their net monthly income. To select an item, they're simply going to tap it on the screen. If the status bar turns green, they're doing a great job of staying within their budget. Now, if they are shopping and forget who's in their family, need to look at the age of their child or children, they can simply go back through the stages, which are located right at the top, from the life scenario to the research to the budget, and they can go back and look at that information. If the status bar turns red, they are spending more than they actually budgeted. We want them to stay within their budget. However, in some instances, they will have to go over their budget. For example, if it's groceries, which maybe they did not budget enough for that, it's a necessity and they will have to make a selection. In cases like that, they should not select the most expensive item listed. Also, during shopping, once they hit the housing icon as well as the transportation, they will automatically see a pop-up that tells them if their loan was approved or not. With the house, if they're not able to buy a house, they will have to rent. And with the car, if they cannot purchase a car because they did not qualify for the loan, they will have to take public transportation. Once students have finished shopping, they're going to hit the stage for payment, and on their tablet, under each icon, it will either say payment not required or to be paid. If any of the items say shopping not done, they will need to go back and finish up their shopping before they can move on to payment. During this time, students will remain in their business, and we will ask volunteers and teachers to go over payment directions or instructions with them. The program assistants and myself will be coming around and also helping you guide the students through that process. We will ask you to provide them with the debit cards only during payment to move forward and pay the bills. This is a copy of the directions that will be found inside your business. But again, we will be going over this information with each business to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Students are going to go through, make all their payments on their tablets. Again, they will get to move around JA Finance Park, this time in any order that they would like. Once they have finished making all payments, they're going to return to their businesses. The lifestyle questions are going to be repeated on their tablet. These questions popped up in the beginning, and these questions ask them simply what they would like to do once they graduate from high school. I will make an announcement about 15 minutes before dismissal, where all students will be returning to their business to turn in tablets and debit cards to volunteers, as well as just a quick debrief if there's time. Once I know that all tablets have been collected, students will be asked to come out and have a seat on the town green. We will then wrap up for a quick minute and then get students dismissed on the bus. Thank you again for spending time with me for this presentation. I look forward to meeting each and every one of you on your visit to JA Finance Park. We cannot do this without you. Teachers and volunteers are a very important part of our program. Thank you.